Hi all, and welcome back. I wanted to share something with you that occurred to me when I was driving home from my mum's yesterday evening. I realised how similar life is to driving, the experience of driving a car. And even if you don't drive yourself, you'll be able to understand. I'm sure you've sat in a car and can relate. Sometimes when you're driving, everything's so clear. You can see so far down the motorway, you can see what's in front of you. Things are going well. Things feel the way they should be. Temperature's right. Maybe you'll enjoy the experience a little, put the window down, enjoy some of the breeze and just really enjoy the moment. But sometimes the rain's coming down, it feels dark, you feel a little trapped, and you don't feel as in control. You know, you're relying on certain things, you're relying on some luck as well, you're relying on other people on the road to do what they should be doing. You know, are they appreciating that it's raining around you, that you don't see things too well at the moment? And life is like that, you know. When things are going well, you just enjoy the moment, and, well, life's pretty easy at times. But when things get tough, when life becomes a cloudy day, you need something else. And you've got your indicators, you've got your windscreen wipers. Let's say you pump your tyres up and you've checked your oil levels, and you know, you've come into this situation with everything that you could possibly have to enable you to have a safe journey home. But, you know, sometimes what we need to do is we don't use a GPS. And what I mean by that is what's up there. What can see exactly what's going on all around us. And then we don't put enough trust in that GPS system. Now, I'm not talking, obviously, about your typical GPS in a car, but I think it's a good analogy. I'm talking about when you're going through times that are tough in life, you need to put all of your trust in the Lord. And you need to but not just, oh yeah, I'll let Him guide me and tell me the direction to go, but then halfway down that road, I'll take the steering wheel because I know better. You know, you have to completely surrender. And that doesn't mean, you know, it doesn't mean that you don't take ownership and you don't try to still be vigilant and still look at where you're going and taking everything in and learn from that experience. But the point is, if you're going to ask the Lord for help, because I hear many people, right, it happens so often, they say, oh, well, you know, Jesus doesn't answer me. I asked Him for help, and But how much, did you really surrender? I mean, did you really get down on your knees and beg? Did you really say, look, Lord, take the wheel? People get confused about how that looks like as well. They get confused, so they blame God for not being there because they don't see some major U-turn in the road, or they don't see things changing quickly enough, or them getting home, closer to home, or that destination in life, let's say, quick enough. Maybe God, as your GPS system, he takes a few back roads, and you don't understand what's going on, and because you are so reliant on your own understanding, and as it says in the Bible, do not lean on your own understanding, as much as you can trust in the Lord. So when you're being taken through these back roads that don't seem to add up, many people, they take back control of the steering wheel and they say, no, I don't like where this is going, or, oh, I asked Jesus for help, but this isn't the help I need. You've got to understand how much you don't understand. You've got to appreciate that there are things going on. The Lord will take control of certain aspects in your life, and when you see them as dead end roads, or as just extending the journey by 20 or 30 minutes, or in life's case 1 or 2 years, it's you need to surrender. You need to just accept that you don't understand the bigger picture. Humble yourself. Stop trying to take control. I read a saying years ago, and when I was 14, and it said that as much as you can in life, be the ball and not the bat. And at the time when I read that, I thought no. I didn't really understand it. It was in a book called Synchronicity, about how things are connected in the universe. And I thought to myself, well, no, I want to be in control. That's actually the opposite of what I want. I want to be the bat. But when you really think about it, it's those that hold the bat strongest, and they really try to force through and hit the ball, that they're tensed up, aren't they? They're more likely to break under what comes their way, or maybe hit the ball in an inaccurate way. And the whole point of that quote is saying, maybe you should just stop trying to control everything. Sometimes be guided and trust that you don't know, or you don't always know the correct way to get somewhere. I mean, come on, most of us are struggling. I mean, you just do the maths. Many people struggle, I should say. And almost all people, at some point in their life, struggle. And there's something that runs seamlessly alongside with that, which is that most people, or almost all people, try to take control of their own lives. And where does it get you? Where does it really, where do you end up? Do you end up where you want to be? Do you end up succeeding in this or in that? Maybe. But a lot of you right here now watching this video, I'm guessing, are here listening to me because maybe things didn't work out as you wanted them. I'm just saying, and I'm far from I'm just a normal guy, just sharing my thoughts. And I get things wrong. We all get things wrong. But I'm just saying that, just try if you can to humble yourself a little bit and look in the mirror and say, okay, you know what? Maybe I don't have this. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to really, really give the Lord full control of the car. Not just the indicators. Not just be a passenger in your car, sitting with you and giving you advice when you ask for it. Not just, like a mechanic and making sure things are going well around you and mechanically in the car, but really let him take control. Let him be the sat-nav, the steering wheel, the everything. And then really take a look at your life in 2 months, 3 months' time. And then ask yourself, now where am I? How have things turned out after I really gave up the control and handed it to the Lord? To summarise, I want you to go away and really surrender on your knees. Cry if you must. Give everything. Hand it over to him. Let him take the baton. And then judge your life in 2 or 3 months' time. Have a look, see where you are. See if things have improved. I guarantee if you surrender completely, things will improve. But you've got to be patient as well. Because we're not dealing with the Lord's speed. We're dealing with your speed. The Lord moves at your pace, not his. If everything was moved at his pace, things would be corrected like that. Healing is a process that requires patience. By definition, time is always involved with healing. That's why it's called healing. It's a process. And you've got to make sure that you're prepared to be patient. And more important, be patient with the Lord. Because like I say, it's your pace he's moving to, not his. Some people, they may get answers quicker than others. Some people may not get the answers that they want. But remember as well, it's not what you want, it's what you need. There's many times in my life where I've asked for something and I've not got what I wanted, only to find out 6 months later when I look back, that's why. It's a good job as well. I didn't get what I wanted. It's a lot of our journey with the Lord involves humility, being humble, being patient, and then being able to reflect and then add up the dots like in a dot-to-dot picture. And if you draw one line to another line and another line, you may not see the picture and you may think, where's this going? But once you've finished the picture, once the Lord's been allowed to control that dot-to-dot picture and get you to the end, you'll see the whole image for what it's worth. And then you'll say, now I understand. But it won't happen unless you completely surrender. Accept that you are maybe not strong enough in a certain situation, and that he knows better. I hope this has helped someone, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Praise the Lord. God bless you.